So welcome to the Gift Club, and I'm very excited to be joined by Simon Hay, CEO of TCC, responsible for leading on the next step of the company's 30-year journey as leaders in the loyalty market. Simon and I will be discussing retail loyalty trends in a post-COVID world, how the consumer is now a highly sensitive shopper, and the smart choices retailers will need to make to ensure they really impact the lives of shoppers and their purchasing decisions. It's great to have you as a guest, Simon. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Hayley. Thanks for having me.
Retailers are facing challenging times. The recent international crisis has mostly resulted in less shopper loyalty and more promiscuity than ever. And while shoppers are under financial pressure, they are also becoming more responsive to purpose-led cause-related issues. For example, how a retailer impacts the community when making a decision on what they purchase. How do you think this change will impact loyalty, Simon?
Well, look, I think it's a great question. I think the challenge for retailers is there's a temptation with the economic impact of COVID and the recession to really fall back on the well-known levers of price and promotions. I think the challenge with that is that it's easy to lose on price. It's pretty hard to win on price. So it's almost for consumers a hygiene factor. You have to be right on the right items in the right way. There's also a tendency to drive towards promotions. And if you think about promotions, they're almost the ultimate disloyalty model, because people don't buy at high prices. They just wait for the lower one to come down. So they're actually incentivizing they're not rewarding the behavior that we actually seek and the loyalty that we're trying to grow. So I think you have to do price, you have to do promotions, but you need to set alongside that the type of loyalty building mechanics that, of course, we as TCC and others work on in our industry to create that excitement, to create that emotional engagement. And as you said, that reflects in almost the paradox. Retailers want the basics, but they also want, rightly, brands and retailers to live up to these, greater aspirations of living with purpose. Whether that's around the community, whether that's around health, whether that's around wellness, food waste, plastics, oceans, all of those good things. So we have to do the basics, but we also need to create the right environment to excite shoppers and to earn their loyalty.
Let's look into the future a little post-COVID then, Simon. Price will become more important than ever, which you've already mentioned. And e-commerce sales will continue to increase, as will the support of local communities and businesses. So as a provider of loyalty solutions to the retail market, how different will it need to react to these behaviours? And what new innovations should retailers invest in to attract numbers and footfall directly to their stores?
We have to be attuned and aligned to shoppers. So we have to get the fundamentals right of the store. But we also have to respond to their changing needs. So, we have to be more prevalent and more present in the digital channels, because that's where shoppers are spending their time. So we need loyalty campaigns that are as much about the online and the mobile experience as about the in-store. So we have to adapt to that shopper piece. We have to be aligned to purpose, whether that's community campaigns. A lot of our campaigns, certainly in Europe, with major retailers in Germany and Italy, for example, we're giving as many rewards to schools and to families and to the broader community as we are to shoppers themselves, because that spirit of supporting the community, of we're all in this together, and some of the bonds that are stronger on the back of COVID is absolutely what retailers want to tap into. So we also have to recognize that shoppers are trying to balance their short-term needs for their families, but also their long-term beliefs and the commitments we all have to sustainability, whether that's recycling, whether that's ocean waste or plastics and all those things. So, it's really for us to make sure that we're digital, that we're local, that we're sustainable. We're ticking all the boxes to be a relevant loyalty provider to shoppers.
And finally, Simon, TCC is nearly 30 years old, which is clearly a case study of long-term success. 3 decades of loyal customers yourselves. Based on what TC stands for as a loyalty marketing provider, what is loyalty to TCC, and how do you embed your values in the work you do with retail brands?
Well, I think we've learned, we're in the loyalty business because we love loyalty and we believe in loyalty. And I think if you look at the rationale of any business, it's to win and to keep customers, and that's really what loyalty is about. So, we try and do whatever we can to live up to that loyalty belief, to live up to those aspirations. We want to win customers and we want to keep them. So, we're known for going the extra mile. We try to adapt our commercial terms to reward loyalty and for clients who stick with us. We believe in the loyalty and trying to earn the loyalty of our colleagues and the people that work with and for TCC around the world. And we try to make it come alive. So loyalty for us is we know it makes sense. We have proof it makes sense because we see it in the data and we see it in the numbers. So we absolutely aspire to be a great employer and a great company to work with for suppliers and for our clients as well. So we're passionate about loyalty. Love what you're doing with the website and the way you're promoting it too. It's a slightly unfashionable word, but it's a really powerful, relevant way of doing business today, and I think it always will be.
Just in summary, it seems that life has become more precarious and consumers are making decisions that affect their immediate world around them. Retailers have a big job to do and smart choices to make on where to invest so their loyalty programs don't become vulnerable. It's really great, Simon, to see that TCC are leading the way to make measurable differences to both businesses and shoppers' lives. And it's been great to have you participate today, Simon. Thank you.
Thank you, Hayley. Thanks for your time.